Elise Boulding has been called the matriarch of the 20th century peace research movement. She has been on the foundations of the movement of peace, women's studies, and futures, and has played vital roles in each. Before her scholar career began, at age 50, she was making contributions in many areas, such as a peace educator, an activist, a leader in the Women's International League for Peace and Freedom. Boulding has been nominated for many honors in a short span of time. She has been the recipient for over 19 awards for her work in peace. After being in the League for Peace and Freedom for so many years, Boulding developed a firm understanding in leadership, equality, and integrity. She begins to realize many common factors while being in this organization. For instance, she was a woman who dedicated her life to creating a world in which children might feel safe. She believed that making a child feel safe and comfortable was better than anything else. Boulding's heart and addicting persona set her on a path to greatness. And as we see through all of her accomplishments, she was a very successful woman with a heart for children. Elise Boulding believed that the safety of children overrides anything in life. She firmly understood that creating a life full of safety and ongoing integrity and equality was better than a life full of conflict. Children are utilized to safety, and through this peace organization, Boulding has made that known. When her hometown was invaded by Norway by the Nazis, she quickly understood that peace was more better than conflict. And she firmly believed that creating a life creating a life for children full of safety was better than anything. Anything. I'm telling you, anything. Boulding was a Quaker, and she did not believe in conflict, but in peace. Her life was quickly changed when her hometown was invaded in Norway by the Nazis. When her hometown was invaded by Norway, that's when her life was completely changed into perspective, that the one thing that really matters is having peace and happiness and joy. She understood that a child is the leader of the next generation, and that their little shining light and what they have inside of them is better than having conflict inside of them. She understood that in developing that it's going to have to be taught through the parents, and the parents are going to have to invoke that into their child's life. She developed a yearning to bring peace to this world, and other than that, she resented conflict. No matter what it was, she resented it. She resented how things went about. She resented how people came in and invaded her home. When she was invaded, when in Norway, when she was invaded, she understood that there was so much conflict in that brought out nothing. And so she firmly believed that the peace that she brought to this world was wanting to be seen through a child's life. And she knew that the child is the leader to the next generation. And so the peace that was executed with her through the National Peace Organization, the International Peace League, and so on and so forth, and everything else that she contributed, she knew that peace was more important than conflict. Boulding's ideas supported peace and self-discipline through children and her very own work activities. She strived for herself to be made known in peace. She strived to make peace known, and no matter what, she resented conflict, and she tried to not have any conflict in her life so that she could be a leader in the peace organization. In conclusion, Elise Boulding understood that peace in a child's life is more important than conflict. She firmly believed that child safety helped them gain peace, whereas a child that was full of fear developed a yearning for conflict. Through Boulding's peace organization, she succeeded in this and many other contributions. Boulding truly developed a heart for child safety and peace, and had that effect on many others as well. She understood that if she was able to promote peace in someone's daily life, that this world will walk out in peace. And unfortunately, this world, as you look around, it's not really peaceful, but Boulding has made a lasting impact in this. And as we go back and we see how she did, and we see how she contributed to the world, and how much everything else has gone through since her home was invaded in Norway to 2015, there is peace in this world. And it was all from the start of Boulding in her leadership, and her integrity, and her equality, and her love for children, and to know that a child sitting in a classroom that is full of peace and not conflict will understand that learning is the more important thing in life. And she understood that. She was definitely a leader in that. She was definitely very peaceful in that, and she definitely brought peace to this world. And through that, we can look back on her and just say thank you for leading her into the League of Organization and peace and everything else that she has to offer.